Hi, this is Akshay speaking, and I'm the host of this debate. If you want to participate in the debate, then just download the Heatic Debate app and register yourself for the live debate. So, our today's topic is should we? What was Tushar? Just can you tell me the topic name because I just forgot it. Uh, Tushar, I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible. The
Yeah,
topic
actually,
is should we act for climate change?
yeah, okay. Thank you. Actually, I was not knowing for the today's debate. Actually, I forgot this topic. Yeah. Okay. So the topic is should we act for climate change? Okay. Neha has just joined the debate now. Okay. So Neha, actually, Shruti and you both are here to debate. I'm telling you. So the topic is should we act for climate change? And you have to put your thoughts on this topic as you are like whatever if you are speaking in favor or in against. So whatever you choose, like you have to share your thoughts about this. So Shruti, what do you think about this topic?
Sir, may I hear Neha's thoughts on it first? Because my responses are basically counter arguments to the various things that people may say can help um, humans actually um, change the effects of climate change, the negative effects of climate change. So I would like to hear Neha's thoughts first.
And Neha, I'm audible, Neha. Neha, I'm audible.
यस ह्यूमंस को करना चाहिए एक्ट
So Neha, you think that women should act for the climate change,
या
but
डेफिनेटली
yeah, I think that many of them don't care about the climate change or the global warming that is happening.
Yes, sir. About that, I don't think people are actually not concerned about climate change. They are concerned. There are many people who are concerned, but the solutions that our policymakers provide, that our government provides, they are not exactly effective to a large extent. They can help to a certain extent, but we cannot actually divert our resources from economic and development planning to fixing the environment. That is a blunder that Germany has already made. We have seen the experiment that Germany has done, and it has actually failed. According to me, so others may have different opinions on it. I would very much like to hear their opinions. So they are trying, but since it is not really, we cannot really see the positive impacts of it. We think nobody is actually doing anything, but that's the problem. You see, the solutions are not quite effective, that they're not quite visible to us. The sole reason being that they are not really so helpful.
Yeah, I agreed with the Shruti, but see, in India, that I think that India is the main reason for the global warming. I don't know, but I can say this.
Sir, about that. Sir, how do you think India is a major reason for climate
Because
change?
India, India is a very, it has a very high population, and many of the things like you have seen in India, like there are many type of factories in India also.
Sorry,
So
actually, but I didn't agree with you. No, India is not only the reason for global warming. No, that's not the truth. Like there are lots of things that we do. We are to blame to uh, this thing like global warming. We directly or indirectly, you may know that we directly or indirectly harm the environment. Everybody knows it. You also know that what we do.
yeah, but I said now that many of them like literally don't care about this. Uh, even literally they don't care about the climate change and whatever the things are going on.
So even if we did care, what do you think we should do to, change the negative impacts of climate change?
No, I think that we can't do nothing because we can't change the people mindset.
So, what do you think people think of climate change in general? I'm asking about Indians, not other countries.
I think from my view, I think they think that uh, whatever might whatever is going on, they like just don't care whatever the things is going on, whichever new factories are being made, or because see, I've seen I'm from Maharashtra, so in Maharashtra there is a small city called like small city in Maharashtra. It is a small city called Chandrapur. So in that city, they have built a very big thermal power plant, and because of that thermal power plant, it is the more heat is generated, and because of that thermal power plant, many people are uh, leaving that city because they have built that all thermal power plant in the city itself, in inside the city. So it is main causing it is the cause reason of the global warming.
Sir, can you repeat the name of the city again?
Yeah, in Maharashtra, Chandrapur. The city name is Chandrapur.
Yes, sir. So, is your city abundant in wind power and solar energy?
Yeah, it's actually the city is mainly known because of its coal mining. The city has very big coal mines, and it has a very big I think the thermal power plant comes in under top 10 in India. So it is the biggest thermal power plant built in Chandrapur. But the main problem arises there is that the thermal power plant is built inside the city. So because of that thermal power plant, many of the people are having many types of problems, they are having lung problem, and in summer days especially, the more high temperature is gone because of that thermal power plant. Because the so my think so I just have told you about the city, about the Maharashtra Chandrapur city, that how it is causing the effect and all.
So, I assume, I'm not very good at geography, but I assume that your city is not very mountainous.
Yeah, can you just repeat?
I assume that your city is not very mountainous.
Yeah, no, actually it's not very much, but I think still I think that big peoples, like the big contractors who build the factories and whatever is it, big companies that build factories in cities, they should think about the people's how the people will affect about and all.
Sir, I would like to ask, how do you think the thermal power plant has affected you people, or in positive and negative ways, both ways?
Well, are you asking about the effect?
Yes, sir, both positive and negative
Actually,
effects.
I don't think that positive. There is no positive effect because the thermal power plant itself built in the city of itself, so there is no positive from their side. I think because it's only the uh, negative effect is that the power plant is causing there are many patients in Chandrapur having lung problem, lung disease because of thermal power plant who are living in that city, and especially the city's name is also known by coal city because there is a huge coal mines in the city. So actually,
Then
I
why don't
think
you people try to stop them?
no,
You can't do anything.
I, actually I said no that people are not taking any action about this because when the
So you
factory
can
was built,
avoid them. You can avoid them. You can tell them, then stop, let
no,
them do
no,
this.
no.
You
Okay, and
can.
stop them and do what exactly? What alternatives do you have in mind? The thermal power plant, if it did not have any positive impacts, it would not have been built in the first place. It does provide electricity to a lot of regions, I'm sure. It is not one of the
Yeah,
top power plants for no reason. So it is helping the people. It is not just causing negative impacts. Everything has negative impacts actually. And I think you mean the negative impacts outweigh the positive impacts. But without the positive impacts, how would you people survive? Can you survive without electricity? The things that the
no, no.
parliament.
Actually, you are saying that we the people who lived in city, they got the electricity in Chandrapur. The electricity came from another state, not from the power plant itself, because the power plant energy is all get in it is distributed in other cities, but the main electricity is not used in the Chandrapur itself. So there is no benefit for people because like if they want to build the power plant, I must say that the power plant should be out of the city, because if you searched on the Google or whatever so the power plant itself it is in city. So whe- whenever you ask about that power plant in Chandrapur, ask people, genuinely ask the people, they will only say that it is really bad for us because it is causing many type of diseases for us and we have to leave this city and all, and peop- no action is taken about that power plant also.
Yes, that is also a problem. Thermal thermal power plants actually emit large quantities of carbon dioxide, and it also produces fly ash, which
Yeah,
can cause pollution of water bodies. That is a problem, and it is very sad that nobody is actually doing anything about that. But just taking down the power plant actually makes no sense because the other states also need it, and the pollution control should be the main concern, not taking down important power plants. That is what people don't care about. That is where you are right.
yeah, I just mean that the power plant should not be taken down. It is helping very other cities also and people, but the power plant should be built outside the city, because if the power plant was built outside the city, then I think that uh, the carbon dioxide or whatever you said, it will be highly reduced in the city, and the people can live comfortably in that city.
Yes, sir, but I would like to ask which cities does your uh, thermal power plant actually supply electricity to?
Yeah, the electricity is supplied to like other cities, you take think in Maharashtra itself, but I think it's the electricity is in other cities like Mumbai and all. The electricity is transferred like tra- transferred to other states and like Mumbai, like big cities and all, and other cities like I think Nagpur and all the major cities in Maharashtra. The electricity is carried to other cities.
So you just said that the thermal power plant does not provide electricity to Chandrakud. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
so
The
what? So, what cities actually provide you electricity?
Oh, yeah, actually, I literally don't know, but yeah, I only know that the electricity we get is come from the another state, because it is not coming from Chandrapur. I don't uh, properly known about this, but I only know that the electricity we get is come from another city.
Yes, sir. So, tell me, if that city, God forbid, but if that city decides to suddenly cut you off from the electricity supply, you have to rely on that thermal power plant which you so much hate.
Yes, can you repeat?
Yes, if the cities that provide you electricity, they suddenly decide to cut you off from the electricity supply for for some reason, for some stupid reason, then you have to rely on the resources that you have, on the plants that the government has built in your city. So that way it can prove helpful.
Yeah, in that way also it can help us.
It
So
has happened that cities have suddenly decided to cut off supply of important resources to other cities because they were angry with those city governments for some reason,
yeah,
and they were affected in a huge way. So we have to be self-reliant. So even if you hate the thermal power plant, and assuming that there are no alternatives alternatives that are available, that are renewable, we have to rely on the thermal power plants.
yeah, you are right for this. So I don't have any more thoughts about this. Like, you want to say anything about more about this topic, Neha, Shruti, whatever?
So, do you think that solar energy and wind power energy are actually viable for India?
Yeah, I actually think that it will be very valuable for India, because it's it's a art it's wind energy and all does not emit any type of it's work on the it does not emit any type of carbon dioxide and all, and it is really a good green energy for us.
So, can they be used in your city?
No, I actually don't think that it can be used, because in our city, like the whole city is of the coal mines. Like there are, as I already told you, that the whole city is like it is formally known as the gold city, like black gold city. Black gold city means it is it has a huge coal mines in the cities, and so I don't think that wind energy or any yeah, solar energy can be used, but wind energy, I don't think that it will be suitable for that city.
So, since your city is the black gold city, I hope that it is actually helping or benefiting your city economically.
Yeah, economically it can help also.
Yes, but mining is always a problem.
Yeah, but you see now that when you see that the mines mines are also located in it is not really far from the city. If the mines are also located in the city itself, like it's not very far from away from the city also. Like in many in other states, if you see the gold mines and all, they are very much far from the city. Like very huge distance between the coal mines and the city. But in that Chandrapur, that city, you'll see that the coal mines are also like in the cities also. City in the city. Yeah. So Neha, you want to say anything more about this?
The main topic was climate change, right?
Yeah, the main topic was the climate change. You want to say any more, like you want to share your thoughts on the climate change and all?
I think so. Our parents, our teachers taught us from childhood how can we save the climate, how can we save the environment. Like everything is related to environment. So if we don't affect environment, they can't. That doesn't affect climate too. Didn't you agree with this?
Actually, your voice is not clearly audible.
I said from the childhood, our teachers taught us that how can we save our environment. If we save our environment, we can save our climate too. We can save it from global warming too, because everything is related to the environment.
Yeah, you can save the environment if you try. Like if you try to do like things, like good things, then you can save the environment too.
But
People just
what can a
people just need
minority group of
to
people do?
people just need to be more aware of this, because I really think that illiterate people doesn't understand much. If we really taught them that how to do some, the most sad thing was that the students who eat, like they will, if they eat kurkure's packet, he will just throw it on the park anywhere. They should not do this. They can understand, but they really don't do.
Yes, I already said that. Even they will understand, but they will not care about the climate change and all. I already said in the first
Yeah,
line.
that's the point.
Actually, it's a people mindset, I think, and we can't like change any person mindset if
If
yes,
literate people don't do anything with this, then illiterate से तो हम क्या ही उम्मीद रख सकते हैं?
yeah. Actually, people will thought about themselves like ourselves, like they will not think about the environment, the global warming that is happening and all.
So what Neha said was more about keeping the environment clean, but actually I think people need to be educated properly on primary, secondary, and tertiary level. They should give all levels of education properly, and I know that is a kind of a utopian concept for India, but I think that is the only solution to the problem, other than research and development. Of course, if you invest huge amounts of money, even a small portion of GDP in research and development can work wonders actually, because we can then develop the existing renewable technology that we already have. We can use the resources effectively. If we are always creating new technology, we need that kind of technology. The kind of technology we have, that needs to be developed, and it needs to be made more cheap and accessible to people. I told you about solar energy. Now you know that solar cells are actually very expensive, and the maintenance, and there are a lot of maintenance issues, maintenance costs are also high. So that is actually a problem. But so we need to always we need to invent new technology. But we don't, because we don't have those things yet. So I mean, if people did care about the environment, it would just be like the government trying to please or appease a few people to get a few votes. I mean, we cannot really do anything right now except actually trying to reduce our carbon footprint. But for how long actually can we do that? Tell me. I mean, if a person is going to his workplace and he already has a private car, why would he actually prefer to use public transport over the convenience of his private car? Isn't it already hectic for him at the workplace? Isn't it already hard enough for him? And so why would he actually sacrifice his convenience for something he knows will not actually do anything significant?
Shruti, do you think Yeah, Neha, go ahead. Okay. So, Shruti, do you think that the coming of the electric cars are does not harming the environment? Do you think electric cars are harming the environment or not?
No, electric cars, I mean, of course they do use conventional types of um, energy, like those that are non-renewable. I mean, they have to use it, they have no other choice, but they are also more clean, more green than the cars that use oil, petrol as fuel. They're fossil fuels, they harm the environment more than electric cars. But our country actually does not have the infrastructure to introduce electric cars yet. I mean, what do you think took Elon Musk such a long time to actually bring Tesla to India? So yeah, electric cars are actually quite expensive because there are not enough competitors yet. It's only Tesla, we have General Motors, Ford is developing its own electric cars, but they're still not enough. So electric cars are still very expensive. So no, they don't. Answering your question, they don't affect the environment to a large extent. Not, at least not as much as those cars that use petrol and diesel. I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
Wait. I want to listen what Tushar's point is. Tushar, are you in?
yeah. Actually, Tushar, he is from the my side. Actually, he will not speak. Actually, he is doing recording, I think. So he will like Tushar is not speak. Okay, Neha, you can go ahead. Okay, I think I should go ahead. So where was I? I was saying about the electric cars. Yeah, Shruti actually said about it. So yeah, but I think I also think that the main reason in India that people main reason in India is that India lacks in technology. I think also because India does not have a proper technology. Like in other countries, you see they are using many types of energy, like they are using solar energy, wind energy for generation of electricity. But I think that India is not like I can say that the infrastructure that Shruti said.
Excuse me, solar panels are so expensive, sir. That's why
Yeah,
nobody buy it.
yeah, the solar panels are also very expensive. So this is the also reason that everyone cannot buy that. But the government should do something about this, I think, because if they like provide solar panels in like less price and all, then we can occupy that and it will be more helpful for India. And secondly, you see that in like in Delhi, the Delhi is the most polluted country, like polluted city in the sorry, polluted city in the India. So the what the government is doing in that city, I, like I'm curious about that. That what is the government doing in that city to control the pollution? Yeah, anyone can go ahead.
So you saw in the COP26 summit that one Indian guy actually developed some technology that can actually try to reduce um, carbon dioxide emissions in the country. It can. I actually don't remember how it works, but it was quite promising actually. But I'm actually concerned about how expensive the technology may be, and if the government is going to be able to convince everyone to use that technology, since it's hard to convince uneducated people, it's hard to get their confidence in things like this which they don't completely understand. So it all comes down to that, that people are not educated adequately. So I think the education sector deserves some reforms, and it deserves some reforms as soon as possible.
But Shruti, India, like government can't do anything about this. India is still in the debt of World Bank.
Yes, but instead of using that money to build large statues like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, if they had built an
Yeah,
air purifier in Delhi, that would have helped. Actually, it's
yeah,
not like the government can't do anything, but they are hardly interested other than in anything other than campaigning.
yeah.
Then you tell me how whole country can be covered up by this. Like it's totally huge. Everybody's home can't be under solar panels.
Yes, that's exactly my point. We can't really do anything helpful to a large extent.
Government can't do.
Yeah, government can, but we can't. The government needs to invest the money into the education sector and health sector, things that will create human capital, things that will actually increase the intelligence of some people. They will understand how these renewables work. They will actually produce more than they will consume. That will they will try to reduce the population. That will actually create less burden on the environment. That these are the grassroots level problems. They need to be solved first, then we have to start thinking about climate change.
Yeah, actually, I like when you said now that the government is investing the money to build a statue and all whatever is it. So yeah, I can say that instead of building statues and all, we can use that money to like develop the India, or we can remove the poverty also. If we try, we can do many things with that money, but I don't know that how much government is doing doing the effort for the like global warming. Yeah, now anyone can go ahead.
Government can't do anything until people can't take steps. That's the main issue. That's the main point.
The government cannot be directly involved with actually changing the climate. That's not possible. Like I said, they have to solve the grassroots problems first, like illiteracy, like poverty, like bad health care. These are the problems that need to be solved first. So that it's not like the government can't do anything. The amount that the government has in their pockets, they have to be invested properly and with a lot of careful planning. And, like they can't just spend on whatever they like that will not provide immediate returns. So they have to plan properly. We need proper planning, we need proper policy makers, and for that we need to invest in human capital that is going to create those policy makers in the future. So yeah, those are the problems that the government can try to solve. So it's not, like I said, it's not like the government can't do anything. The government can't directly do anything, but indirectly the government can do a lot.
Can I ask you something, Shruti?
Yes.
I want to ask you when you go for the shopping at the vegetable shop or fruit shop, what do you take? Like, in which thing you carry them back?
Can you please repeat the question?
Like, when you go to the vegetable shop, in which bag do you bring back the things?
I bring, yeah, they mostly give us plastic.
So, can you stop that? You can. You can bring the jute bag with you. You can do anything. You can tell your parents too that don't use plastic. You can do it, right? That's in our hands. Government can't do this. Government just bans plastic, but still people using it. Don't you think it?
Yes, of course. That's why we have some stores that have it explicitly mentioned that they don't actually give anything out in plastic bags. They have paper bags for that purpose. Sometimes we also carry our bags. They are mostly made of jute. They're non-plastic, so we carry them and we put the fruits and vegetables in it. But sometimes when we forget to do those things, we have to bring plastics home with us. I mean, also, why do you think we are always disposing of the plastic that is given to us? Plastic has many other uses. We can recycle plastic. We can use the same plastic for different purposes. We can create artworks with it. We can do a lot of wonderful things with plastic. So we are if unless we are disposing of plastic in an indiscriminate manner, I don't think plastic will harm the environment to a large extent.
But you know, when plastic get recycled again and again, what happens? It became more dangerous.
It becomes more dangerous when we are exposing it to the environment. If we are keeping it within the walls of our homes, what harm is it causing?
Yeah, you are like talking about the plastic. Yeah. So actually, see that like no one like literally will care that I have to go for a vegetable shop and I will go with a bag, jute bag that you said. Like many times it happens that we just forget to pick a bag from the home and we directly enter to shop. These things happen and secondly, if you see that many of the cities have also banned the plastic, giving of the plastic bags. They actually, I'm actually living in Pune, Maharashtra. So in my city, the plastic is like in some areas of the Pune, it is already banned. Like they don't like shopkeepers don't give us plastic bags because we have to use our own bags and all. So like you said that plastic are also like in my cities, plastic is also like going away. Like it is like not very much used. Yes, now Neha, you can go ahead.
But I think so. Don't blame government for everything. Don't, just don't. Because you don't know what things they do. They are most busy than us.
Yeah, we can't blame them because if we try to keep our environment clean, then I think that it will automatically the India will get a clean country. But I said na, that many people literally they will don't care about this. They will not just think like they will not think like it's a people mindset. I already said and repeating this. So we can't change this. Even if we teach our small kids to don't use plastic bags and all, then also the kids will not like they will just forget these things that we teach them. So actually, we can't do anything for this.
Sir, the world can change then when we change ourselves. We can change ourselves. We can change our family. We can just tell them what is right, what is wrong. Just this works. We have to just do our responsibilities. Our responsibility is to aware people. Just tell them. If they do something, just say, you are wrong. Just don't do this.
Yeah, we can try that also. But Neha, I have a question. Like, when you like, do you use any type of plastic bags and all?
I don't use any plastic. Literally, when I go for shopping, there is a cloth bag my mom made for me. So I just use it wherever I go. Like in my piggy bag, there's always a one bag for this thing. If I buy something, I will just put it in my cloth bag or a jute bag. Even if I forgot about the jute bag, I will just buy one. My mother give me the permission that I can buy one if I forgot a bag at home. Just don't use plastic. I think so that's the biggest step I can do.
Yeah, it's a really you are like you're really doing a good job. But not everyone think like you. About 95% people don't care. Only five
But you
percent
and
people.
Shruti are listening to me, right? You and Shruti are listening to me, so you can do it. You can do it
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you are listening
yeah,
to me. I'm awareing you. Please,
yeah,
from tomorrow onwards, please do it.
yeah. Actually, actually, see that. Yeah, we can try it. If you are saying that, I will also try. Like uh, you said.
I think so. People just think that मेरी टोर खराब हो जाएगी. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't suit my personality. Just don't like it. Look awkward. It look desi. But I just say that there. Don't be shameful about it. You are just carrying your things back. There's no need to be shameful that oh god it doesn't suit my personality. It doesn't suit with my dress.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, that type of thinking is also like many of the like teenagers. Like you see, many of the teenagers are that type of thinking is like of teenagers. Like most of the teenagers think like that.
If you want to save the environment, if you want to live peacefully on the earth, you have to do it. You must do it.
Yeah. और कैसे है ना कि like people think that government will only do these things. We can't do any more. We can't. We, even if we don't pay any attention to the environment, the government is already doing that. People thinking is like that. They think that government will plant more trees. Even if we say no, if we say to one person that you should not use plastic bags or whatever it is. So the person will say that government is
Government
doing, yeah,
can only ban plastic. Government have banned plastic, but what would we doing? We are using plastic, don't we? We are using plastic bags. Just we can stop it. Government can't do it. Government have banned plastic already.
yeah, government has already banned the plastic, but like it's our responsibility to do not use the plastic bag. But literally we don't think about it. We just think that यूज करने से भी लाइक क्या होगा, मतलब कुछ नहीं होगा ना, तो लाइक जस्ट वी जस्ट थिंक अबाउट दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंकिंग.
Yeah, this thinking is really bad. Like उनको होता है कि एक दिन यूज करने से क्या हो जाएगा, एक
या या
प्लास्टिक बैग यूज करने से क्या हो जाएगा, बट इट लाइक बहुत ज्यादा हो जाता है. एक बंदा यूज करेगा, उसको देखते देखते और भी लोग यूज करेंगे.
if you see in India, like in many homes there are lot of plastic bags. From one home, from one home there will be a like you see many plastic will get collected from one home, because in many homes, many houses, there are many like they have kept the plastic bags stored for the use. And you have heard about this.
Yeah,
If we collected that plastic bag, then India will be the, I think, in first position in terms of plastic.
yeah, there's a ton of plastics here in India.
But plastic has some advantages too, contrary to popular belief. In the US, most of the plastic that is actually recycled ends up as composite lumber that can actually be that can be a good construction option. It is used in construction, so yeah, it can be turned into more useful things. So, and it can also be used to conserve the natural gas or oil that was actually used to create the plastic.
Yeah, we can do that thing also, but मतलब क्या कहा जाए इस पे लाइक प्लास्टिक पे लाइक the topic is it is very endless and there are many much more points to say about this. Yeah, so anyone have any idea about this or more any thoughts more thoughts about this topic? Okay, so we should find the conclusion, like what will be the conclusion of this topic. Like I have said many things from I don't have any more opinions on this topic. So we should find the perfect conclusion. Like what will be the perfect conclusion for this topic from Shruti and Neha? What will be the perfect conclusion from your side?
Okay, I'll do it. Mm, government, if we can't change anything, government can't do anything. Okay, and second point is plastic is the main reason, and save environment. That's the main topic, and yeah, most probably reason was plastic. Like it is very harmful. Shruti, do you have anything?
Yes, and the factories that are emitting such a lot of smoke, they are actually less harmful than the plastic. You said plastic is the main reason, so that's what I concluded from what you said.
Plastic and I think the lack of technology in India.
No, there's no lack of technology.
Lack of technology. If you think now that we are not using any solar energy, wind energy, and
Look,
all.
what I told you, that I said that there's no lack of technology in India. Just they are very expensive, and people really don't know how to use them.
Yeah,
So how do you think we can charge electric cars without having superchargers? You said we don't lack technology, but then why did it take Elon Musk so long to bring Tesla to India, and why is Tesla not everywhere already?
Sorry, what?
You said we don't lack technology, so where are the superchargers? Where are the electric cars? Why did it take Elon Musk so long to bring Tesla to India? And so why is Tesla not everywhere? Why only in Bangalore?
I just say it. We are not lack of technology. They are just expensive for people. They are just expensive. I'm not saying that they there is. You can also think that now, like they are so expensive to buy for people.
Yeah, just because they are expensive, that's one of the reasons we actually lack technology. Lacking something means we don't actually have it. We don't have it because it's expensive and it's not feasible yet for us. So we are actually lacking in the technology we need. You can say that we can't afford it, but to say that we don't lack it is a bit strong, I think.
So can we cover up this debate because I have a class. I have to go.
yeah, yeah, okay. So, Neha, the conclusion you told, it's I think it will be the perfect conclusion. Okay, we should now end this debate. Thank you for coming to this debate.
Thanks for your time.